So if you fuck with mini tarot, we're friends now. That's what I gotta say. If you fuck with the mini tarot, you fuck with me. So I like how those messages start. And so that's how I feel like starting. And it's my life, and I do what I want. This jumped out. Two of Pentacles. So let's tell us a story. I really like Mini Tarot telling us a story. That's how I feel about it. Tell us a story, Mini Tarot. Tell us a story. It's like I have to do a pre-video for the bitches, and then I got to do the video for the real ones. You know what I'm saying? Because the bitches are in the way of the real ones. I've been talking a lot about this, honestly. Right? Bitch is always in the way of the real ones, right? So it's all good. We'll clear the air, we'll make space, and we'll connect with the mini. Okay. Is that that's our Nine of Swords. Yeah. Nine of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Dude, this is like crazy because this is so actually, a lot of these are actually similar. So let me figure out what the storyline is real quick. And then I'm going to present the story to ya. To ya. Okay. So you're trying to balance moving through the illusion. This is so funny. This is exactly what the fuck I was just saying to you. I was saying I'm always trying to make a message to you, and then all these bitches are up in the way, taking up the motherfucking message space, with their hate and their dumb shit and their fucking insecurities. They don't. Here's the thing, bro. We all have insecurities, and I want to support you on that journey, and I'm happy to give you the tools and the resources, and I'm here with you. It's the human journey. But if you want to bring insecurity to my channel to stay and hate and blame and attack, and if that's why you're here, like, you're not welcome. You're not fucking welcome unless you want to look at your fucking insecurities and shift them, right? So I have to filter through the illusion of bitches so I can get a clear line of sight to, my queens who want to take personal accountability and change their fucking life and actually embody power. So that's also what you're moving through, literally. Give me a second. All right, so I put this together for you to look at the thing and the things and the stuff and the path that you're on. And I had to stop and make some tea. I did this, and then I had to make some tea, and I was like rushing, and I was like, why, what's going on, but it felt just like, I need, I need something, I was like, I need to make some fucking tea, like, need something, so, maybe that's kind of what you're feeling is like, how do I balance, right? I did it again. Hold on. Because I got to make it so it makes sense to you. You know what I'm saying? I got to put it backwards. The storyline on my end has to go backwards. It's mirrored. Okay. In relation to your journey, right? So we have our Two of Pentacles here. You're trying to find balance in your life, and that's like, I feel like the energy I was picking up with the tea of like, just trying to figure out what you can do to stabilize, to support your system, maybe, or maybe that's what you need to do. Because you've been moving through the illusion. Look at our Page of Wands. He's been moving. He's been taking action through the illusions, through the choices and learning. And through that journey, right? Through this journey of moving through illusion, we usually end up with this Nine of Swords vibe, right? Because the journey of moving through illusion is the journey of the swords, right? Because you're having to cut through everything that's not for you. You're having to cut through the illusions. You're having to cut through the lies. And that takes a journey of being exposed to toxins, of being hurt, of being mistreated, for you to claim yourself in that journey, right? And it's so funny because this has been the message. This is literally the third time I restarted this recording to move through the illusion of energy to be able to get a clear message for who actually needs it, right? And so that's what you're moving through. You're trying to get to clarity and you're moving through illusion. And this is where I actually feel like you're at now, is the Five of Cups. And at the very end, we have the Nine of Pentacles. That's success for you. But you're feeling, you know, in this Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups, because you've been so hurt and broken, you know, and maybe that's why I was in such a deep energy of telling bitches off in the original, in the beginning of this, right? Because like you've probably had to tell a lot of people off. You probably had to claim yourself. You probably had a lot of people, maybe even people body shaming you or shaming you for who you are, because the whole beginning of that message was me talking about that. And me talking about people's insecurities and finding that love within yourself. And if you don't find that, then you're constantly going to be seeking something outside of you to fill that. And you're never going to find that. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm feeling for that. And then also, as I was making tea, I was reminded of my dream last night. And I think I'm going to do a talk on this anyway. So maybe if you're watching this, maybe you've seen it. But I was, last night what came through for me, because I've been at such a long end of this death process in this, I was just talking about the energy of being dead and being in this in-between dead space for so long and way longer than I thought. And it feels permanent and never ending, even though I know that's not the case. That's how it feels, right? So my dream was, I was at a tattoo shop and I was like extending this piece, which was like, here's the thing about the dream, it felt so real because I was like processing the emotions, right? So maybe this is an energy that you need to process. It's a feeling of this, okay? So it's really about the feeling I was processing and that you need to process, right? So I've been creating the template for how I'm going to extend this piece, right? Tattoo that I have, and it's the story of creation, right? And my creatrix story. And so I was going to get that piece worked on, and I'm telling you, the dream was so real, you know, because I needed to process these feelings. I actually thought this was real, and that's a super rare, it's, you know, I'm very conscious in my vision and dream states, so it's very rare that I think I'm actually somewhere that I'm not, right? So I'm in this tattoo shop and I'm laying down on my stomach and she's working on my legs, and it was like it was like very quick, and I get up and I look down at my legs and she blacked out my entire ankles and calves. There was like a little design right here or something, but then like all of this black, right? And then from this tattoo, there was these huge scars, like 3 or 4 huge lines of just like someone had dragged something across my skin, and just like these huge, because she was supposed to be sketching out the design, and it was just like these huge scars running off of it. And so I'm looking at this and I just instantly start panicking, and I'm like looking at this. I was like, what the fuck? What did she do? What did she do to me? And I was like, oh my God, how did this happen? I was like freaking out. Like, what the fuck? How did she black out my entire body or my legs, right? I was like freaking out, right? And then I'm looking at these scars and I was like, just like, how did she, right? I'm looking at all these things and I'm like, what is this? This is not it, right? And so I'm literally losing it because I actually think this is real. So I start trying to like calm myself down and rationalize. I was like, okay, well maybe, maybe someone can come over with some white, maybe someone can come over with some white and do some designs, like do some white designs into the black. And I'm just like fucking blacked out legs of tattoo ink. And I'm like, right. And it's just not something that I want. So it's like nothing on it, blackout tattoos, right? It's not me. It's not for me. It's not what I want. And when I was getting the tattoo in the dream, like that's not what I asked her for, right? That's not what I was getting. So it was like, oh, we're going to continue this piece, right? The creation story. We're going to continue the creation story. And then what happened? That turned into massive scarring, no tattoos, just massive scarring, and then blackout, right? So metaphorically, it was like, oh, I thought I was continuing my journey. Instead, it's a literal blackout. It's a literally like blackout energy, right? So it cuts to being at the hot springs. I'm with a couple people in this journey, right? So it cuts to us at a hot springs, and I'm laying in the water. It's like shallow, and we're all just laying there in the water, sort of like neck down, just kind of like laying in this water. And I'm seeing us kind of lay there, and all of a sudden, and then I come into my body, and all of a sudden I pop up, and I go, oh, you guys, I'm not even supposed to be in water. I just got this tattoo done. I'm not even supposed to be in the water. So I sit up, I get out of the water, and I sit up on the edge, and I look down, and all the black had washed away. The tattoo had completely washed away, and then the scars were like healing, like the water. It was like hot springs water had come through and like healed the scars. And so first of all, maybe there's a message in hot springs, because if you're purging and moving through a lot of energy and moving through these illusions, right, is that energy has been really heavy, and the minerals of the hot springs are huge in renewing the physical body and recalibrating the system, right? So that side message, right? But when I sat out, I was just sitting on the edge of this pool, and I was like, thank God, thank God, thank God. And I'm telling you, it felt so real and I was just sitting there. I was like, oh my God, thank God this all washed away. Thank God. Like I literally thought my body was stuck like this with these, because it was crazy. It was crazy. It wasn't even like a cool tattoo. It was just like black scars, and I was like, oh my God. And that's totally how I felt on this journey, right? Because this is where you're headed. And this is you're like, okay, I'm on my mission, I'm on my journey, and I'm going to balance. And then you're like, what's the way? Where's the way? And then you're like, oh my God, you end up here, with these swords. And then you're like heartbroken. You're like, oh my God, is this it? Right? You're like, is this it? This wasn't what I wanted, right? And that's what I'm really feeling. That was the thing with the ink, was like, no, this is not what I came here for. Like, and it's ruined. Everything's ruined. I'm scarred, I'm blacked out, and it's ruined, right? And that's been the energy. The blackout energy, the scars of the past that were like, oh my God, this scar is never going to go away. The pain of this is never going to go away, right? This blackout energy is never going to go away. But then it was like, boom, just like that, I was renewed in the water, and it washed away. It washed it away. So, yeah. You can't stay in that Five of Pentacle energies to come into success. And that's where you're at. You're maybe feeling locked out from that, in a different reality from that. And you're like, that's kind of like, for me, that's really what it felt like, was like, because that's how I feel right now, right? It's like, I did everything, I got here, this life is coming in, I've even been healing the scars, right? But it's like I'm sitting in this dead blackout energy, and it does feel permanent, it does feel never ending, it does feel like it's literally into my skin. And so but just like that, it was like renewed in the water. And so, and obviously, as we know, water is a reference for just like spiritual cleansing as well, right? So I think that like you are either needing a spiritual cleanse, or maybe that's the next step for you to move through this, is to do spiritual cleansing. And I mean that both energetically as well as like a physical, being in nature, being in water, doing something that is going to help you to feel like you can purge this journey that you've been on, right? Because that's really the big thing, is like, the journey is long and rough, and and painful, and it needs to be purged. And yeah, it was scarring and painful and dark. It's dark. It's a dark journey, right? So yeah, let's talk about moving from 5 of Cups into our 9 of Pentacles 5. Yeah, look at that. I'm not gonna, because I had the half of the deck got flipped, so I'm not even gonna. I'm not taking reversals ever unless it's something that means, unless it's a specific message. So if you're caught up in tarot, like I don't read like that. Okay, just if you're caught up in a very specific perspective on how tarot is done, don't bring it here. That's what I'm going to tell you. There's so many readers who start accommodating for people's, what sign is it? And then all these readers start like adding in this sign and this sign, and they're not able to send a clear message because now they're trying to do all these things to please people and their little like weird perspective. No, I'm going to read how I'm going to read. That's you moving through the illusion, right? I'm going to do me. If you don't resonate with me, it's so funny how many times I've said this in these videos. If you don't resonate with me, then you're not going to be here, right? We're going to weed out the illusion. And, if you don't like the way that I read, then why are you here? You know what I'm saying? So, incoming, success, and here's the 2 versions of you. It's crazy because look, these 2 versions are the same as these 2 versions, disappointment and success on the other side, not being able to see, right? This person is so pouty, they can't see this cup, and they're staring at these 3 empty cups. They're staring at the illusions from the past and can't see the cup that's being offered. And same thing here. She's blind. She can't see what's going on, but really this is the energy, right? You're moving into this Queen of Pentacles, but you're feeling like you can't see the way. And this is really what this is why the tattoo dream came through so strongly in this reading, because this is how you're feeling. You can't see. You thought the creative path was going to be different, and I hear you. You didn't realize you were going through such a deep alchemical hell, and it was a lot. But the truth is like this is fast incoming motion and movement, and so success is on its way to you. And even though you can't see it, you've got to come out of that 5 of Pentacles energy. You really, really do, because something beautiful is coming for you. What did I just say? I don't know, y'all. Something beautiful is coming for you. What's that song? Something good's gonna happen in this year. Something good's gonna happen in this year. And I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared. So I am grateful that I made it here. Blessing's gonna find me here. Blessing's gonna find me here. Blessing's not gonna find you here. This is crazy, y'all. You're on the brink. Okay? These literally all came through. Offering of 10 of Cups. This is like a leap of faith in love. So maybe you're on a deep journey of love for yourself, love for life, success, happiness, abundance, y'all. 9 of Pentacles, baby. So you've been on your journey of success and you can't see the end, even though if you get out of your head, it's already here. You've already done the journey. This is the big message. It's so funny. It's because it took me a lot to move through this, and I'll go ahead and say moving through this, because when you finally make it, you're like, you're giving up at the finish line. You're giving up at the finish line. You already made it. So you've got to let go of the past. This is the message that's come through so strongly. You got to let go of the past. You got to I thought this was coming for me, but I don't see it, right? It is coming for you. And you had to go on this journey to become this. So yeah. Big message. Be grateful. Be grateful. Be grateful that you made it here. Find gratitude. You have to come back to connect with gratitude for the journey, right? And you can start by ways that's like, thank God there's no more narcissists in my life. Thank God I cut these people in places and things that were not treating me the way I deserve. Thank God I'm free from the fuckboys. Thank God I'm free from the bullshit. Thank God I'm free from the fake friends. Thank God I'm free. Thank Goddess. Thank Goddess I'm in my power. Thank Goddess I know what's coming for me. Thank Goddess I know what's coming for me. Okay? You gotta reconnect with your gratitude. Okay? Because that's how you're going to get out of this blind. Where is it? You know in Aladdin when the Cave of Wonders, when he's like, he thinks he has a lamp, and then Aladdin gets stuck in the pit or whatever, and he's like, he's looking in his coat, he's like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No! I don't know. But that came through. Like, where is it? Where is it? And you're searching for this thing outside of you. Where's the lamp? Where's the lamp? And it's like, the lamp is in you. Just kidding. I can't. Okay. It's within you. I can't. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. You're searching for something. So funny. I don't know. Okay. You're searching for something, and it's not like, that's the vibe, is like where you're like looking through your belongings. Where is it? Or you're looking for physical evidence. That's what it is. You're looking for physical evidence of where it is. Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. And it's like, that's where you have to let go, and you have to be grateful for the journey and where you're at and when you've come through, because it's, and what's coming in. You know this is coming in. You know that you're stepping into your power. So, and maybe you know someone's coming towards you in love with an offering as well. Maybe you know that's all coming for you. And you're looking for confirmation. You're looking for proof that it exists. But you're not going to find it. You're not going to find the lamp. Because you're just not going to find it outside yourself, right? You're not going to find it outside yourself, and you've got to surrender the proof before you receive. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling you to step into gratitude, because your blessing comes through when you've done the work to receive it, you've aligned with it, and you've surrendered and allowed it to come through for you. You can't just be standing here. You've got to come in, look, like you've got to be in this peace. See her vibe? That's the vibe you've got to enter, because you're still in this, like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is the lamp? Like, you got to get out of that. Because, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's here when you come into this state, when you come into your power, when you come into, you're being in this little pouty energy, and Spirit's like, look, I'm offering you this success. It's right here. And you're just like, it's never coming. It's not happening. I don't see anything. I don't know what you're even saying. And it's like, free yourself. Free your mind. Control your mind. You got to free your mind. Because you've already gone through the journey of swords of illusion to come into the sword of truth, to come into clarity. And so, yeah, stop looking for it and be in the energy of attraction and allowance of that to come through. Okay? Let's see. Let's see what else. What else do you need to hear? Look at this. She feels, she knows. She feels, she knows, she feels, she knows. Look, there's a, this almost feels like a series right here. You're coming out of this illusion into this she feels, she knows energy. And you look, you see her face, she's not like happy she knows. You know what I mean? Like she's, when you come into this energy, it's like a sobering truth, right? That's what's on her face. It's a sobering truth. She knows the truth. She's not blind to the illusion. And, you know, at least she can see clearly. She can see the pain, but she can see clearly. And when you enter that space with her, then you can release and reconcile with the pain and then enter this state of peace where you just know. Her eyes are not, her eyes are closed. She's not, this is what's so beautiful, okay? This is the shift. She's blind and confused. Her eyes are closed, but she still sees, right? She knows, she feels, she knows, she sees. She doesn't need to have her eyes open looking for everything. She knows she has it inside. She knows what she's obtained. She feels and she knows, and she is present in her own being, right? So that's what you're entering into. You're finding that peace within yourself. Well, let's talk about this Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, and what's that about? Oh, so yeah, dude, you're being offered, okay, yep. You're being offered something really big. You're downloading. Look at that. That's the energy downloading and integrating. And you've got to be open to, because if you're like this, you're blocking this energy from downloading, because this is the energy that's going to come into this, and this is the energy that's going to come into this, okay? So you're downloading a legacy of light, okay? This is you integrating legacy of feminine power. It's not a joke, right? It's not a joke, and it's not easy, and it is difficult, and it's a long fucking journey, and it's painful. It's painful. It's long, because you are recalling deep feminine coding. You are recalling deep feminine purpose and identity through the illusion. And so, yeah. It's not easy. It's painful. This is like, you know, you have to open yourself up to receive this. Open yourself up to receive this. If you're sitting in pouty 5 of Cups energy, you're not going to open the door for this. So if you're sitting around in this, where is he? Where is it? Where is he? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You're not getting there. This is why you're stuck between 5 of Cups and abundance. Every single card is like stuck, abundance. So you got to get to the other side, and the only way to get to the other side is to integrate the new and let go of the journey, let go of the past and the pain. Find gratitude for your pain. It's giving you power. You know, this is how you know what you know. This is how you have seen through the illusion. I keep saying this is not why, it's not meant to make you jaded. It's meant to help you move through the illusion so that you can see clearly and you can cut things from your life that aren't meant to be, because you are being gifted divine insight. And you don't get divine blessings when you're holding on to illusion, right? So that's it. All right. Let me just, because I have a 10 of Cups and a Page of Cups and an Ace of Pentacles, and I do. And this is like a woman or feminine alone coming into her power, but then we've got, if it's love, I want to get you the message for that too. Because I don't, like for you, I think it's life, it's love, it's success also. You're calling in all those things together, and it's rough. You know, it's one thing if you're calling in love. It's one thing if you're calling in a new life. It's one thing if you're calling in a new home. And when you're doing all of those things at once, it's a lot. You know, I know it's a lot. So, wait, I just want to, what's the connection to love, please? Wow. 10 of, dude. Well, I have to pull it because it's the second time it came out. And that's a 10-10 portal. It came out twice and I put it back, which leads me to believe, again, your stagnation in walking through this portal. 10 of Cups is here, and you know, and I was like, oh, 10 of Pentacles. I was like, no, let me put it back. And then it literally popped out, and I was like, 10 of Pentacles, and then it was like, boom. And so you have a 10-10 portal here. I'm talking about success, love, happiness. We're talking 10-10 happiness. Okay? And that's why I said you're literally walking from illusion to the other side, and you're moving through a portal, and love is on the other side of that. Success is on the other side of that. And you've got to get out of the illusion. So what do you need to know around love with this? Please, can we get a clear message what you need to know around love? You know what the energy is? I can't, like, cards popped out and I just put them away twice. I just put them away. I was like, I can't do this. So this is how you're feeling around love that's coming in for you. This is energy I can't do this. You know what it is? Because I had this come through multiple times. I stopped reading for my journey. That's why I keep making these videos. Because, like, I spend so much time, like, reading on myself. And, like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And I was like, no, I got to put this energy somewhere else, right? And the last couple times I was, like, pulling cards on it. And I would do that. I would pull cards and I was like, that's you right now. Just, I can't. Right? Like I just am like, meh. And so I'm feeling that in the energy of like, that doesn't attract love. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Right? I had to redirect that energy, like I just said. Now I'm channeling that into doing readings for other people who are moving through this, right? So you got to get out of the energy of Five of Pentacles. How can we get out of the energy of Five of Pentacles? Love is coming for you. I don't need to tell you about the love coming for you. That's why every time that I have Leap of Faith, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, right? And I'm success, like I'm talking about this is coming in for you, but there's nothing I can tell you right now about love. Why? Because you need to get the fuck up out of this energy. You looking for where is it, searching every pocket, searching everything, searching every video, Stop it. You're not getting there, okay, by doing that. So you gotta stop looking for the love, looking for the success, looking, finding, pouting, where is it? Stop that. It's not helping you. So if you're going to sit with those emotions, then process them. Sit with the heart pain, sit with the frustrations, sit with the hurt, the journey, release it and let it go so you can step into this, right? So he's coming. And I love this. Look at these two. These two are a great match, right? King of Cups, fully in his energy, calling in from the heart space. Queen of Pentacles, in her energy. They both are not, both of them, their eyes are closed and they both see clear. You know what I'm saying? She's blind and has no idea what's going on. This is moving through the illusion, even though you cannot see what's directly in front of you, even though you cannot see the answer or when it's coming in or how it's coming in or where is it. Enter the energy of peace within yourself, release from the illusions, and the love can enter. This love cannot come through for you while you're in this energy. That's it. That's all I have for you on that, because it's not. There's nothing for me to tell you about love. It's coming for you. Success is coming for you. Love is coming for you. Get out of your head. Get out of your pity party. Get out of the illusions so you can receive what's meant for you. That's it. Okay? Let me see if there's anything in our... Yeah. See, again, it's like I get overwhelmed when I'm like shuffling for you. And it feels so, yeah. Because you're looking for an answer you're not going to find. You're looking for an answer you're not going to find. That's the truth. There is no answer. The answer is in you. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. This comes from you entering this space. This is the end of this. Look, threshold on the bottom. And then literally, this is how I pull these. The end, and then the self. This is the final end of the illusion of self, okay? You're ending the final illusion of self so you can step fully into love and success and life and happiness. And you got to do that when you're within yourself, right? The Nine of Pentacles is her, embodied, right? And so, yeah, the only way through that is to fully step into yourself and your own illusion. You are not going to find any other answers and if you're just looking for more people to tell you about the love, and I've been here, right? It's like if you're looking for someone to validate you externally that this is coming. Where is it? Right? And you're probably mad I'm telling you the same thing over and over and over again. I'm telling you the same thing over and over again. Because you don't hear it. You're not doing it. You're sitting in the illusion. You're still looking for an answer. You're going to go watch another video and look for another answer. And I'm telling you right now, you got to let this go from your heart. You've got to come into your own power. You've got to close your eyes, stop watching videos, close your eyes, sit with yourself, integrate, let go of the pain of the past, right? I had those big integration cards come through. Let yourself integrate into the new. Release the hold of darkness, right? And I was telling you about the tattoo, the blackness, the blackout. Release the hold of darkness. Get out of this darkness. You are the only one who has the key. There's nobody else. There is nobody else who's going to unlock this for you. You are the one. You have the key. End it. Come into the self. And that is going to attract what you want in life. It's already yours. It's already yours. So it's just you. It's you holding on to illusions that are no longer for you. Okay? Find gratitude. Find joy. Be in nature. Go outside. Go outside. All right? That's it. That's it. You got this. It's coming in for you. Truly. Let this go. This is the final step for you. Let it go. Right? As soon as I felt the pain in my heart, so deeply painful, so painful, right? It's unbearable, but as soon as you feel it, then you can let it go and you can release it, okay? All right. You got this.